Hey everyone, I hope you're having a fantastic week so far. Here I am back with some more inspiration. Can I ask you something real? Something you might not have asked yourself in a while. Do you sometimes feel stuck or have this gut feeling that you're meant for more, but you're holding yourself back from doing what you know and feel you need to do? I know that feeling. It's a feeling of lingering between doing something or not doing it. One time, long ago, when I was part of a network marketing company, I was told, you're just one decision away from changing your life. One single decision. And that changed my perspective on many things in life. But let's be honest, many of us struggle with making decisions. We know deep in our gut what needs to be done, but then we doubt ourselves, we overthink, we start asking everyone else for their opinion. And guess what happens? We get even more confused because everyone has a different opinion. So we wait, we stall, we get stuck, and that decision never gets made. This leads to frustration, sadness, and even resentment. And every time we circle back to that same choice, we go through the same cycle over and over again. We ignore our gut and hand over our power to other people. Over the years, I have learned that no one else can make the right decision for you but you. This has led me to make decisions intuitively and boldly and take full ownership of them. I make a choice, not reckless ones, but those that align with my values, because I'd rather take full responsibility for my life than live in regret or blame. Let me tell you, I wasn't like this 15, 20 years ago. I would take time, I would overthink, ask for opinions, and get stuck in the same cycle. But as I grew, my values were more known to me, and I understood what matters to me. So when a decision needs to be made, whether in work or in life, I align it with those values. That's it. Now, I'll give you some common examples, right? Let's say trying to lose weight. I was one of them 15 years ago. I was overweight and I wasn't happy. I didn't feel good about myself. I would start diets, fall off, try to change and go back to old habits. I would pay for gym subscriptions, go, not go. But I really wanted to lose weight. I wanted to be healthier, feel better, and look better, yet I couldn't. Why? Because deep down, I hadn't made that decision. I was trying, but I hadn't fully committed. It was only when I said to myself, I no longer want to feel this way. I no longer want to live this way. I'm done. I'm changing. That's when everything shifted. Oh, from there onwards, I found the support. My partner was the biggest support. He helped me with the initial tools and supported the lifestyle change and encouraged my journey. But none of it would have worked until I decided. And I've seen this play out in even bigger ways in my life. I come from a middle class family in a small city. When I finished high school, we couldn't afford university. And I was an average student, so scholarships were out of reach. I had two choices: go back to my small hometown and wait for the right time to come when I can go to university, or take a job I could find, even if it was low paying, and give it my all. I chose the latter. I could have sat back and said, I'll wait for God to figure something out for me. But guidance to us always comes in different ways. Sometimes through feelings, sometimes through people. My guidance for taking the job was sent to me a while before I was even put into that position to make that choice. It was through a family friend who had told me, Narita, don't ever go back to your hometown. If you don't go to university straight after this, find a job in this city until you figure it out. That one advice I've never forgotten, and it guided me to take the decision that changed the entire trajectory of my life. It led me to a different career path than planned and opportunities I never imagined. including landing a job at Microsoft. And while at Microsoft, I went back to university and did my undergraduate all paid by myself. And I can't tell you what a grateful and proud feeling that is. Of course, I've had people supporting my journey throughout, but from there, I grew in every area of my life. And more importantly, I was able to change not just my life, but impact the life of my entire family. It didn't happen overnight, but it started with one choice: to move forward instead of staying stuck. You'll never feel fully ready to make a bold decision. Our brain is wired for comfort and safety. It will always pull you back to the paradigm that feels familiar, even if familiar isn't happy. Change requires risk: risk of being wrong, risk of discomfort, risk of outgrowing what you've known. But the risk of staying the same, that's even greater. Growth doesn't mean every day is perfect. You'll still have bad days, you'll still get tired, you'll still feel resistance. But the question becomes, how can I improve how I deal with this day and stick to my decision and take the right actions towards it? Awareness, acceptance, accountability, small, consistent actions. That's the secret. So if you're stuck in any area of your life, whether it's your health, your career, your business, or your relationships, ask yourself, what am I avoiding deciding? Because until you've made that decision, you'll stay in the loop of temporary happiness followed by long-term frustration. You don't have to have all the answers right away. You don't have to feel confident. You don't even have to believe you fully deserve it yet. You just have to decide. The belief will come later, once you start walking that path. So decide. Decide to take care of your health. Decide to show up differently at work or in your business and life. Decide to improve your relationships. Decide to finally start that business you've been thinking about. Just decide. Then start acting like the version of you who already has the life you want. Even if it feels awkward, feels silly, even if you don't fully believe it yet, even if you're not ready, show up as that version of you. Feel that version of you. You'll be amazed at what changes. Because I promise you, one decision made with courage and clarity can change your entire life. That's my heart laid bare. You're one decision away. What will yours be? If this resonates, like, subscribe, and grab your free Courage Starter Guide in the description to start your journey. See you next time.